Hey, I ain't folding under pressure, I ain't switching for no. I ain't talking to no cop and I ain't telling on my bros. Ain't no but don't push me, fingers itching on that. Plotting on my come up, gotta watch stay at my nose. Long nights just to hit the studio. Now I'm eating steak and shrimp, I ain't eating sloppy Joe. Looking to the mirror, flexing now it in his glow. Bust off like a welcome to the rodeo. Shorty wanna me cousin wearing gold. I came up and made it happen, now it's by the stove. Big inside this case is one. Do me dirty, I'ma find you, lay your out on the floor. 19 with a I got rich by myself. Rather do this alone, I wasn't asking for no help. They keep asking how I'm winning with the card that I was dealt. Boy, I work hard for the seat and I ain't buckling my belt. Call my brother on the phone, he said, broski, you a star. I said, brother, hold it down, soon we'll all be living large. And it's crazy how last year was on my garage. Now I'm in a good position for this life, can't sabotage. I ain't folding under pressure, I ain't switching for no. I ain't talking to no cop and I ain't telling on my bros. Ain't no but don't push me, fingers itching on that. Plotting on my come up, gotta watch stay at my nose. Long nights just to hit the studio.
We are sandwiched between Fort Worth and Dallas, Texas, and Arlington at the luxurious AT&T Stadium. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Detroit Lions and the Dallas Cowboys. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he's going to be grabbed and pulled down. Carlos Dunlap in there to bring him down for a loss of 7.
And so much for that great field position to start the game. Now they're way behind the sticks. Can't wait to see what their second down call is going to look like now.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He's letting this one go for Fuller. And that's caught inside the 30. And he is able to take this way down into Detroit territory. A big play here for the Cowboys. 66 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. And they'll run it here. And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout. And that means your offense has to keep pace.
And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives them a first and goal. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every.
And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. A great effort there with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Cowboys take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Looking sharp on that first drive. These guys, of course, coming off back-to-back victories. And you see that kind of advancing into this game, don't you?
You certainly do. And when you have a team that doesn't get too full of itself, even though they've won 2 games in a row, you get the end result that we saw there, that nice opening drive, because they're sharp, they're focused, and they're locked into everything that they're doing.
All right, now, lucky 56, lucky 56.
On 1st and 10, here's A.J. McCarron. Oh, he's going to air it out right. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, Jamison Crowder, his second touchdown on the season. And the Lions are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Well, go ahead and strap in, partner. Less than 2 minutes in, had the score on the one side. A quick answer, though, to get the equalizer.
Sometimes you get that sense of urgency that ratchets up, right? When you give up an early touchdown like that, you just know you're like, okay, how do we go back and equalize things? Can we get it done fast? And they absolutely did. Essentially, we're back to even, aren't we?
And the Cowboys are in the end zone for the touchdown. I know a lot of special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say, challenge him. Kick it to him. The way he runs as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just a blur when he gets a full head of steam, and he got a full head of steam there. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Lions offense, they get ready to head back out there. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but they took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down.
Throwing now is McCarron. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Jamison Crowder there, and that'll make it third down.
There are a good number of coaches at any time they call an in route are really worried about the play because there's so much traffic ordinarily that the ball has to get through to get to the receiver. And on that play, it was batted down.
Detroit! Detroit!
Now here's McCarron on third. Flush to his right. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And the Cowboys are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10. So out come the Cowboys now as their offense gets set to take over. And they had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Avery Williamson. In from his linebacker spot, he's able to drop him for a loss of about 10. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20.
Gun! Detroit! 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 Gun!
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. That is incomplete. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Detroit! Detroit! Gun! Over!
Back to throw. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. Carlos Dunlap in there for sack number 85 of his great career, moving him past Hall of Famer Howie Long on the all-time list. On 4th down, here's Lachlan Edwards to punt it. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And Detroit getting set to go now. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
They go with Chubb on second down. And now running right through it. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Benardrick McKinney there to make the stop.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first two plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
McCarron from the gun on 3rd. Escaping the pressure right. He finds Roberts complete. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. And they pick up 25 as they convert on 3rd. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. McCarron now on 1st down. Drops it off for Chubb. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. It'll be a gain of 9, and that'll make it 2nd and short.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
McCarron to throw on 2nd down. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. A good pickup there, a 22.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker,
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Tyrone Crawford, never giving up. He's able to keep working and get him for a loss of 12. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. A.J. McCarron looking to throw. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
Well, enough takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
McCarron following the sack. He leads his guys up. Here with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, as the Lions are in possession of the football here to begin quarter number 2. They're in the midst of a nice drive, but facing a 3rd and long here. From the gun, it's McCarron. He's going to fire one deep. Middle. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Detroit. Michael Gallup, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Lions are an extra point away from tying this thing up. So the quarterback drops to throw, looks over, and boom, a guy that wide open. He has to be thinking, wait a minute, this is some kind of a dream. This is too easy.
Yeah, a great dream. One you don't want to wake up from. But for the defense, almost feels like there was a bust in coverage.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trite expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Now they try the right side here. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
Detroit! 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 Detroit!
They're going to look to throw. Open man is Uzomah. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. And they'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
And on 4th and 1 as a running back, you're looking for any seam you can find. This is not where you want to be a hero and break off a big one. You just need to make sure you get that yard. And here he picks up the 1st down with a couple of yards to spare.
Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. That's caught by his tight end, Uzomah. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another 1st down. He'll look to throw. He's going to go deep for Conley. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And a good return here as he takes it up past the 30-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
After the INT, it's McCarron. Dumps this to his running back, Chubb. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and it'll be 2nd and about a yard to go for the 1st.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Handoff comes to Chubb. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed, as that's going to move the chains.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs, and we'll still get the 1st down. They love being physical.
They run again on 1st down, Chubb. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Oh, and now he bowls him over. So he got free of 1 tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. Rashaan Evans out of Alabama had the tackle defensively.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Gone! All right, now, look at 56.
To throw is McCarron. The tight end Kittle has it on the left side. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check-down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he could scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that, but by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down. So 2 minutes to go in a wild first half. We're back to Arlington right after this timeout. Now Hyde. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12. Working from the gun here, McCarron. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Jordan Willis. In there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8.
It's a team game, but sometimes individuals do stand out, don't they? How about that for a twofer? Tackle for the loss on the running play on the previous down, and then comes right back and gets a sack.
McCarron following the sack. He leads his guys up on 3rd and long. McCarron. He's going to rifle one deep left side. So they took a shot there on 3rd down, couldn't get it. Now it's 4.
Well, he bounced up after taking a sack and took a shot downfield. I think a lot of us thought maybe he'd run draw in that situation. Instead, tried to get all back in one play.
Yeah, 3rd and long, thought he needed the deep pass, couldn't connect it.
Maybe he was hoping for a penalty downfield to give him the yardage they needed.
12 yards on the return that time. And the Cowboys will be backed up to start the drive. They'll have it 1st and 10. Now a handoff looking right. And some room to maneuver. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. Past the 20. Touchdown, Cowboys. A big play there. His 21st touchdown of the season. And the Cowboys are able to show off their quick strike ability.
Brandon, my man, just one sentence for that one. Clinic.
And that's what they've done. They lead the league in points per game this season, but it's been quick strike ability as we saw on that drive.
I think they're actually intimidating defenses because they're back on their heels right away, wondering where it's going to come from, how they're going to hit them. This group is well organized, well coached, and extremely confident in what they do.
Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. And Detroit getting set to go now. And last time out, they had to punt the football away. Anything positive possibly to take from that?
There always is when you're punting the football away. It doesn't sound like it because you're giving it up, but you've avoided a mistake.
At least you didn't turn it over.
You didn't turn it over, right? You're giving it.
It's caught inside the 25. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Michael Gallup with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Lions have tied it. If they hit the extra point, they'll have the lead. Santos out now. He'll kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And now here come the Cowboys. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned they're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here. And there's another completion to the tight end. And let's face it, it is hard to overthrow a 6'6" target.
It is indeed. Quarterbacks like their speed guys. They like that huge 6'6" target that they've got in him.
They really do, and it reminds me of what one great tight end told me once. He told his quarterback, just make sure you throw it up there. You know, kind of like put up on the top shelf where the kids can't get it. We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now, before this 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Well, going deep here for Taylor. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Aqib Talib. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. First down, McCarron. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. McCarron, the final shot before the half. Finding some room at midfield. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. It's picked up by the Cowboys. So we've reached halftime so I'm waltzing down Main Street, got an umbrella, just a torrential downpour, and I look over, and this guy, stone-faced, wearing a poncho that says, "Don't rain on my parade," and he is just angry. And we got to go. I'll tell you the rest later. Here we go, third quarter. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10.
Detroit! Detroit!
Now a play fake. McCarron. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. And I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
Really good, skillful, tough running throughout this contest. Picked up first down after first down. He's got to have a nickname, doesn't he? How about the human first down machine? I think that fits.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
A big hole there. How about him handling the point of attack? Just positioning himself so that run could go right off of his backside and deep into the secondary.
Penny, a first down carry, and he'll be stopped up quickly here at the 38. Tackle made there by Josh Bynes.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. And they'll go on the ground. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A great play there. Touchdown number 22 on the season. And the Cowboys are in for 6. And now Jason Garrett electing for his guys to try for 2. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And this will be caught as they convert here for 2. And the formula there on the 2-point try, they go 5 wide. Not even the option to hand the ball off. They got it.
They tried to create space, and there isn't a whole lot of it there. For the defense, what you're trying to do is make sure that someone, if they're going to catch the ball, make them catch it behind you because they run out of space with the back line. But in this case, the offense figured it out.
And Detroit getting set to go now. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. McCarron again here on 2nd and 10. Buying time to his left. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
So much of this game is about leverage. We always talk about low man wins in the trenches. Well, it's like that at just about every position. And sometimes, if you lose that leverage and you're losing the battle, just jump up at the line of scrimmage and try and bat the ball away. And that's exactly what happened there.
Here's McCarron to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
All right, work with me, partner. This is a classic understatement. Their execution has been very poor. Last 3 drives, 2 interceptions and a fumble. Winning football? We're not seeing it right now.
And on the ground they go with the running back. And some space here. The 20. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A great effort there with touchdown number 23 here on the year. And the Cowboys turn that interception into a touchdown. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now up to 14. Now the punter who also does the kickoff duties, Locke Edwards, out to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Lions offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, having fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. A very solid gain of 27. On 1st and 10, here's A.J. McCarron. And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, 2nd down.
That man's getting a little loose with the football there, right? Interception before, almost had one here. He's got to start taking better care of it.
It really should have been back-to-back drives with interceptions. He's lucky there. And McCarron will try again on 2nd. Connects it to Roberts, right side. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down. McCarron on 1st down. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation. But sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
Detroit! Detroit! Watching that, Barney! Barney!
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Eluding the pressure right. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down.
Well, he strung it out as far as he could, and I like the fact that he kept his eyes downfield, but he finally ran out of time and room. But I'll take that over forcing it downfield and possibly having it intercepted.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. And give him 3 on the screen. He couldn't break free, and it's 3rd down.
Yeah, baby! Yeah, baby!
The last catch did get 3, but they're still left needing 7 yards on 3rd down. He'll look to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And a great effort there to shed the contact, and it helps him pick up the 1st. His 5th catch tonight, and it's good for a first down. They'll look to throw now on first down. And that'll be incomplete.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. Second and 10 now from the 27.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Back to throw now on second and 10. Over the middle, that's caught by Taylor. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Give him 30 yards there. Well, we haven't been shortchanged on offense. Another fun play to watch there on the deep pass.
This game has the feel of a turkey.
And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off on a safety, Eric Reed. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
They'll try to fire up the running game with Hyde. And he's going to be brought down inside the 45 at the 43. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
I'd say it's pretty good strategy. If you throw interceptions on back-to-back drives, let's see if the running backs can handle the ball a little bit, get things going. And also, you motivate your offensive line. I think they're in the mood to fire out and hit someone.
I thought the defense, though, might be a little more prepared for that run. Pretty good gain on the ground. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give them a new set of downs. McCarron now on first down. On the left side, Gallup's got it. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Michael Gallup, 41 yards. And thanks to the interception, the Lions offense cashes in with 6. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and that will get him one closer. Santos out now. He'll kick it away. This is taken at his 4. Spinning past him. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Aqib Talib. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. Now a play fake here on first down. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And this is caught at the 20. And he takes this down deep on the Cowboys side of the field. It's a big play there for the Lions. 63 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
McCarron to throw on 2nd down. His pass caught at the 4. Back now in Arlington. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll run with Chubb, and it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. From back at the 4, here's second and goal.
Gone!
They come out here in the eye. A.J. McCarron looking to throw. Drops it off for Chubb. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Nick Chubb with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Lions are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion.
Watch it now, Barney!
Now McCarron. Dancing, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Do you have one of those charts that tells you to go for 2 or go for 1?
I don't. I know you do, but I don't care what the chart says there. You got to kick it, right?
I agree totally, because somewhere the chart's something's gonna pop out of the chart and say, hey man, just kick the extra point here. You're in good shape. I think they were chasing points there when they didn't need to.
Yeah, try to get a little bit greedy, take the lead in the 4th quarter. Now they still trail by 1. Well, we had a number of good games in the afternoon sessions, but this Sunday nighter might top them all. So we come up here on 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he's going to go down again.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. 75 yards receiving for him now. It's a first down. This quarterback now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. And they'll go with a ground attack here. And some room to roam now. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A big play there with another touchdown, number 24 on the year. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that will ensure that it will take a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie it. Now the punter, who also does the kickoff duties, Locke Edwards, out to kick it away. Here's James. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. And Detroit getting set to go now. Throwing on first. Here's McCarron. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. Finds Roberts left side. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gone.
They go play action here on first down. It's a loss of 8 there on the first down play.
Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56. 56. Detroit! Detroit! Hot! Hot!
Now McCarron throwing on second. He's going to float this one deep right side. And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Jair Alexander.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
Now they try the right side here. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
Carlos Dunlap, the defensive end, the one to bring him down.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key third down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now, to stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key third down. Highlight that word, put it in bold. Here we go.
Gone, gone! Gone, gone!
They'll look to throw. He's letting this one go for Fuller. And a shot taken on third down, unsuccessful. Fourth down now.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight.
Oh, heavy Lion pressure here, and they block it. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this.
No, check. Patriot! Patriot! Detroit! Detroit! All right, now, look at this.
A give. This is Chubb. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. They'll look to throw. Dumps this to his running back, Chubb. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Call it a gain of 3, and that'll make it third down. Gosh, given the time in the short game, would he have been better off just dropping that?
Yeah, when you look at the clock, you think so, but it's hard to get a receiver to drop a football. They're trained to catch everything.
Gone, gone! Gone, gone!
He's back to throw. But it's caught. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
Back 99 Philly, here we go!
He'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Jordan Willis in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. Back to throw. Stepping up, he'll try and run. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's third down. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Nice job there defensively. A great time to dial up a blitz.
And give him credit under center instead of throwing it away. Actually a pretty good job of getting past the line of scrimmage, not losing yardage. This is third and goal now. 80,000 on their feet here in Arlington. A run for Nick Chubb. He gets it forward for 4, maybe 5, but the flags fly. And this one could be coming back. That hold coming from the middle of the line, the center.
And it's difficult for him because sometimes you've got people right over you, and as soon as you snap it, trying to get your hands up and block them, you can be a little bit late getting it done.
The holding penalty, that puts him in an unenviable spot here as they try again on third and goal. Back to throw. Flushed out right. This will be caught at about the 6. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. That pass play good for 7, but it still brings up a 4th and goal. Now McCarron, he's got to have this one. And this will be caught. Touchdown. So in the final minute here, now a 2-point conversion will tie the game.
The touchdown's massive, but now they've got to have 2 to possibly take this to overtime.
Listen to this crowd now. Their guys need a stop on this 2-point conversion. They'll try and run it in. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. A crushing blow there as they cannot tie the game. Now the focus shifts to, can they get the onside kick and have a miracle happen?
And they have to have that miracle play that they've been working on, that they've designed. You don't really just draw one up now. You've had different onside kicks. Do they have that one weak point in the defense that they can exploit because they have to have the ball back?
Now the Cowboys offense heads back onto the field. And they've kind of got a situation here. Still 3 timeouts defensively, so maybe you try to run a play?
And if you do, you do it as safe as possible. And I think maybe even quarterback sneak. Take care of the football and make sure that clock starts to run before they call the timeout.
We'll see what they do. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. And now the Lions going to stop us momentarily as they call a timeout. As they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the 4th. Now they'll run it on the toss. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. And we're going to get another timeout called by the Lions, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game. The Cowboys on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. And they'll run it here across the 30 to the 31-yard line. And the Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. Here's Lachlan Edwards now. Remember, though, he did have one blocked earlier. So possession goes over here on the punt, and the Lions will take over. So out now come the Lions. Look at the clock. Everyone knows the situation. Probably time here for one final play.
And we know what that play is going to be. It's got to be some sort of Hail Mary, throwing it towards the end zone and hoping someone can catch it or catch it off of a tip. Think back to 2000.
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Deron Harmon. And that is going to seal this victory as time runs out. Wait a second. They did not accept that after the incompletion. Wow. Your look is just as puzzled as mine.
I got nothing for you here. You have to take that penalty, don't you?
It's free yards. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all good.
Thicker the ply, thicker the bag. Mean I'm a buyer, not leasing no beamer. I'm buying no counter, I'm driving it fast. They were just hating cause they in the way, and the way I've been made it, the is mad. Man in that bag, cause I'm all in my bag. Why I ain't holding around? Just a little Merlin, out the cutie. Now I don't give a I don't give a tell me why I would on the rose bar couch in my bag. Bands in my denim. In my denim, she was trying to for a doubt. She don't give a she was in her bag. Fendi and some lane, asked for a burger. Watch in the front seat of the fouled out J. We living so wild like Nas. When she was on vacation, we was on roll like tires. What we gon' that? I'm in my bag like I'm in my bag, my. I'm really just running for money. Flow Joe chasing the check. I'm really gon' run up the money. I'm Carl Lewis really running the best. Car moving through these hoovers, I maneuver with the bag, baby. Never feeling stressed. Car moving through these hoovers, I maneuver with the bag, baby. Never feeling stressed. I'm really just running for money. I'm love Flow Joe chasing the check. I'm really gon' run up the money. I'm Carl Lewis really running the best. Car moving through these hoovers, I maneuver with the bag, baby. Never feeling stressed. Car moving through these hoovers, I maneuver with the bag, baby. Never feeling stressed. Bigger the bag, bigger the beef, bigger the problem, bigger the be one of the all in the same. Broke at the end of the month, Flow Joe, kill mo, run it up, keep clean. Never let them touch, fits like temper tantrums. Girl, come back that up, all in the club, and bring all your girlfriends. Girl hopping up about a Pearl 6 Louis speed bag glued to her wrist. She was getting paid, she ain't think a thing, but she was thinking slay. We blade thicker than a snicker bag. Talking about she don't come with no baggage. Y'all in her bag, I probably should. I'm really just running for money. I'm love Flow Joe chasing a check.